We just finished channeling that was unlocking deep healing within my body. And this is something that most people don't think is possible, but they are guiding my consciousness to have the correct perspective for energy to open up and for the healing energy to come through the body and for really truly getting out of your own way. They wanted me also to share this with you so that you can experience this yourself and experience the opening to be opened up to healing and higher intelligence, and how you can train your body to be more and more in alignment with this. Here you go. Enjoy. So we're here. We are noticing some interesting shifts being here and getting a bit more creative. And we are receiving a bit more information about this. We are feeling inspired to create a music video. And we're feeling, sometimes you can have ideas that are not connected to the divine. You can have ideas from other sources. We always want to make sure that those ideas are not coming from other sources. Because you can have a lot of ideas and you can want to play a video game every single day because it's your favorite video game. And there's nothing wrong with that. It can be fun. But when something becomes a habit, it takes over your life and it starts to mold you. Whether you want to admit it or not. It will at some point. You can pretend that you are not getting influenced by what you're doing and what you're watching. That is delusional. You are always influenced. But you can project what you don't want. That's what most people are doing, disconnecting more and more from themselves in order to be accepted by the dominant frequency around them. We are here to assist the individuals that want to awaken. And want to break free of their mental prison. Because that's, and we wouldn't even call it a prison, but that's what people think it is when you have a habit of doing it. Thinking that you can't stop it. Yeah, it's a momentum that you've practiced for now 10 years, let's say. Of course it's going to take some time. First of all, if you've done something for 10 years or your entire life, you might not so easily accept those things that are causing the distortions in your life. That's the projection. It's not an idea. It's what's actually happening with people. That they project what they don't like or don't accept or want or whatever they believe out into the world. They are their own interpreter of what they're seeing. And when you realize that, then you can start to make different decisions, because then you are informed. This is what learning is. These things are very simple. You are not exempt from learning. You have been highly mistrained in how the human body works in harmony. That's all. You have been highly trained how it works in disharmony. And so congratulations. You have done a really good job of believing the fantasies. That's okay. There is no judgment again, but acknowledging these patterns and starting to correct them is actually the only way that you can do this. And it does take some bravery. It does take some fire. And what is fire? Fire is anger. Distorted. It's pure energy. It's up to you what you do with that energy. You know, when your body gets lit up with more energy, you're automatically going to express usually what is hindering the upgrade. We are dealing with some ants still. We have done some more research, but we haven't nailed it completely, so we are still dealing with some things here. This is the process that we're in. Boy, do we feel like we are in a journey, an experience. We feel like we are being ushered by Gaia into this life. Here you go, my love. You know? It's very exciting. So these habits, they are everything. Also the habit of speaking joy into creation. That's also a habit. How good are you at injecting goodness into situations? Have you thought about that? How good are you at feeling when someone is completely off and you can feel their body doing mischievous things? Maybe they're attacking you, maybe they're attacking someone else. It doesn't really matter. That's just the subject of the projection of whatever they're blaming you for and wanting a different. So they're pushing, trying to get the outside mirror to change, thinking that that's how we change things here, by agreeing to some kind of logical thing. That's not it. Right? We're so grateful for these beings, and we are not blaming them. We are not judging them. We're so grateful for the experience, and we are pointing out the truth of what the being is doing energetically. That's what this is about. So that you can get how you feel for those things in others when they are being literally possessed by another energy. That's really what it is. But people might not think that it is like that, and they might be identified with that. Identified just means that you think that you're it, when in fact you're not it. But because you think that you're it, your decision makes it so. But that does not make it energetically correct. Because energetically correct is your energy through your body, not someone else's. And these energies are very mischievous. You can have thoughts unless you clear your space. And we are noticing that, okay, we need to maneuver that, and we can identify it. And with whom they show up. Because we have cleaned our space. And so whoever was the latest person we dealt with and what happened, there's a lot of things that you can read. You can read that you can get even feelings of sort of oppression. There could be feelings of, things like that. And by that you can feel and you can pay attention to when you are with someone and in their field, and you know where it came from. But only if you have practiced this before, and only if you have clarified your frequency through this clarification process that we're teaching here. If you've jumped ahead, you may be deceiving yourself. You know? There are many different sneaky tactics of the ego. That, I'm just gonna jump in so that I see what this is about. And then you can label it, and if you have labeled it, then you can forget about it. Then, it fits in this label. So what? You're not here to label things, to categorize if something is important or not. You're here to feel for that, not to categorize them in your mind. You're here to feel. You're not here to think. At least not in the way that you have been taught to think. You're here to train a different way. That is actually learning how your energy works. Not in a subjugated or dominant way. Not controlling other beings. Not even unconsciously, so to speak. Not even with your energy. But that you're sensitive enough to notice if you do. This is the level of sensitivity that you can get to with your body. And when we say get to, it is signals. They are different feeling sensations of these things. And one means one thing, the other one means something else. And your body is excellent in categorizing those feeling sentiments. And when you get really good at working with your body, with your feeling sentiments, it will show you. Gaia literally will show you through your body. That's how it's built up. This machinery of a human being. are of many, 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 many cells, and those cells are malleable. Even bone is malleable. Even ligaments and tendons and everything that you think is wrong with you, or that you have a kink here and kink there and you don't even know where it came from, all of those things are malleable. They can be changed and altered. You can change and alter anything in your body with your focus and your awareness. You are here to truly master human energy. The first step is to know how it works. And this environment, in this dualistic perspective, have not had the right training. About human energy that was deliberately taken out. We are reinstating it for the beings that want to learn how your human system ticks and what you can do to change it. Self-healing, which they are trying to promote as if your thing is not good enough. No, you have to have a medical professional. That's a virus that has been installed. That is not truth energetically. You might convince yourself because so many beings are trained out of fear not to speak truth. But truth is not the enemy. It's the distortion of truth that is the enemy, so to speak, which is not really an enemy. It is just something to watch out for, to not fall for, to not dull your way to sleep again, but to stay present, active, paying attention to what's going on. Being alert to subtle shifts in energy. Being alert to your entire system. When you get access to your own system like this, you usually open and you feel more, just like now. Sometimes the energy increases so much that your body just breathes deeper automatically. Sometimes you don't even have to breathe your way there, but you're using correct focus to open up for healing energy to flow through your body. It is a decision in the mind that makes this happen. It is a key that you unlock to open up for all of these healing energies. And it is a perspective. That perspective is what we're teaching, and it is called the holistic perspective. It is where you open to feel everything, and you learn how your human body works, how your energy works, what to do, what not to do to maintain your own flow of energy open. Because when you maintain your own energy open, you feel everything. When you feel everything, you know what's going on. You know if someone is mischievous with their energy, you know if someone is lying, you know, you can read them as if you are a medium. This is not anything special. This is what you're all built for. You just have not been trained properly. That is all. And that is what these are. They are the training to fully know yourself as a human being, and learn how to read where you're at currently, so that you don't need any other thing other than you and your body to figure this out. This is very empowering. This is an empowering program. This will empower you to open to more light, to open to more relaxation, open to more healing and openness and awareness and truth about how you operate in integrity with yourself and this environment. This will unlock so much energy in you. Where Gaia can finally start to work with you. This is you being connected to the proper grid of this planet and your own connection to higher intelligence. That is your default connection. That is what has been tampered with a lot in your society. And there are a lot of spiritual modalities that are helpful, but sometimes missing vital information for your comprehension as a fully aware individual that is operating their soul through the body. Pure channeling, whatever you want really. And you decide where you want to take this energy, knowing that it needs to be in harmony with these things for it to be maintained, for it to be sustained. Ooh, just feeling so good in my body right now. There's so much opening and healing. Oh. I can feel that this energy is working now in my right arm and my left knee and around that area. Wow. I'm just working on relaxing the body right now so that I can allow this energy full room to do what it wants to do. We're going to do some breathing and feeling and just being with this, because this is what happens when you have opened enough correct perception. Energy just flows through. Healing energy just flows through. There is no other way, because when you have the correct perspective, health, healing, vitality, that's what's happened. That's what happens when you actually start to entertain your mind on the truth. Wow, this is so delicious. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Gaia. I really, really appreciate this energy. It's like small pains in areas that just are working on healing the body. Ooh, we can feel it. Just small pains everywhere, just like small things getting pulled out or transformed. That's what actually is happening. It's all the distorted energy. Think that a human being is so many cells, and what you're feeling vibrating in your body is your energy flowing through those cells. That's literally what you're feeling. And just allow for this healing to flow through. Feel even deeper, open even more. Just allow whatever pain, whatever happens to happen. Feel that vibration just building your energy and moving and allowing for more energy to be rebuilt from the inside out. If you ever receive insights when you're in these places, write them down. And you feel that resonance. When you have that much energy, you're very closely linked to HI. That's what we're doing. That's what these entire sessions are for. Clarifying the mind so that you can open up to get in touch with higher intelligence. And the more you do this and continue on with other ones, the more you will increase your light, because you will open for the truth. That's what this is. That's what this will take you. Continuously. In many different forms. Stay here for as long as you want. We'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.